this video, I would like to share a little bit about Toraja. It's my homeland where I was born, and I'll let you know how does it feel and what is it like to live here. So without any further ado, let's get started! First thing first, if you've never heard of a place called Toraja, it's a small region located in South Sulawesi province in Indonesia. Toraja is one of the areas in Indonesia whose culture is still very thick and well preserved. This can be seen from the ancient rituals and traditions that Toraja people still practice until today, especially the traditions that related to the death of Toraja people. Basically, in general society, death is typically treated with joyless outlook, but it's totally different for Toraja people. One of the most significant differences can be seen from Toraja's culture in carry out the funeral rites, which also known as Rambu Solo.
Salam sejahtera buat kita semua. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Om Swastiastu, salam budaya.
As you can see, the funeral rites hold in a massive and lavish way. It's lavish because normally, once Rambu Solo hold, it will spend a big cost, and sometimes it lasts for several days, even weeks. So, precisely, the funeral rites in Toraja is a very important part of living, and it makes the funeral rites become very attached to Toraja's culture. We treat death in an opposite way from the usual because it's a part of our culture. And if you wonder why the death become a very important part of living in Toraja, shortly, it's because something that related to Toraja people's belief system, which called as Alfodolo, or it literally means as the way of ancestor, which is still taken as a consideration for social life of society here. And I think this is a very important and basic information that you have to know in order to understand why Toraja people do the things that I'm going to explain after this. Back to the topic, actually there are many parts and several kinds of ancient rituals that Toraja people have, but this time I will only talk about one of them, and it's Mak Nenek death ritual. Mak Nenek literally means ritual of cleaning corpses. We carried out these rituals to clean up the mummified corpses of our ancestors and families, which probably already tens or even hundreds of years. And yes, this is a very ancient rituals because Toraja people have been doing and practicing this ritual since hundreds of years ago. How many times did I say the ritual? I'm sorry. In September 2020, Mak Nenek ritual was held at Lokomata. The ritual is carried out for a week, and luckily I was able to go there to see the process because this ritual is only held once for every 3 to 5 years. Yep, this huge mountain rock is the grave. The agenda on the first day of this ritual is worship, and also we open the doors of the graves, or we say it as Mabuka Liang, as the opening agenda. And then the next day until the day before the last day is when we do the core agendas. What is done is to take out the body of mummified corpses from the grave, then we dry it for a while and clean up their grave. After that, we dress them in the new clothes, and their chests were also replaced with the new ones if it's already rotten. Toraja people do this ritual simply because we love and respect our ancestors, and also this ritual is a means for us to reunite with the families who have died. Also, this could be a moment for us to continue our love for them. Only after all of the process done, then the corpses return to the grave. there is no fear at all why we do this ritual, because again, this is a form of our love and respect for them.
On the last day, Toraja people usually do Mak Parelapu and Sisemba as the closing agendas. Mak Parelapu is the activity of slaughtering pigs or buffaloes, while Sisemba is a tradition of black fighting or kicking by Toraja society.
So, welcome to the second land of Toraja, where the death is highly respected, and you could say that the death ritual in Toraja is quite exclusive, epic, and fascinating to witness with our own eyes. Okay, let's move on to the other topic, because actually there are a lot of interesting things that we can find in Toraja. And now, I'm gonna tell you about Toraja's typical culinary. Toraja has a unique cooking technique which called as mak piyong, and the result of the dish is called as pak piyong.
Toraja people usually mak piyong when there is an event being held, or so we do it when we want to show our gratitude for something good that happened. As you can see, there are lots of bamboo that are being burned. Usually, the bamboos contain raw food such as rice mixed with the traditional spices, or usually it also contains seasoned meat and fish. But this time, my friends and I cook pak piyong bara or pak piyong, which contains rice. To prepare it, we need 2 stones and then a piece of wood that is placed on top of the rocks. And then we can prop up the bamboos and wait for it to be well cooked.
Tada! Ini pak piyong yang udah matang setelah dibakar. Dia sepanjang ini sih. Ini belum selesai sih, setelah itu masih harus dikupas gitu, yang luarnya ini yang hitam-hitamnya baru bisa dipotong-potong terus dimakan. Nah, dikupasnya tuh jadinya kayak gini. Tapi by the way, aku ngupasnya nggak rapi karena aku tidak punya skill. Masih banyak rambut-rambutnya gitu.
This is pak piyong. We can eat pak piyong bara just like it is, or we can eat it with additional side dish.
If you're a traveler or you're looking for a holiday destination, then you really have to add Toraja to your list to go, because you'll regret to come here. In Toraja, wherever we go, our eyes will always be blessed with the beautiful scenery. And what I want to say is, actually Toraja not only has its unique culture, but also it has very enchanting and natural beauty that you really have to see. Last but not least, thank you so much for watching this video, and hopefully you got more information or knowledge or something useful from this video. Bye bye!